How we doing, boys?
We're good, doing good.
Good. Welcome to show 17. We
Getting up there.
yeah. I really looked at the schedule. We're like got shows all the way ready to go out through the middle of next month.
Nice.
Love that.
Give it a break.
Yep. Absolutely.
So what we're looking at for show 17, we've got a special guest. We got Jonny Torres. He has Elevated Heights. It is home renovations, and he is also a barber. Jonny used to do some fighting here locally, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. Before we also got Danny, Steve, and Rob, the usual. Rich couldn't make it today. But like, share, subscribe here before we get too deep. Our sponsors today are actually going to be, well, Albert was supposed to be here today, but he's got some family in the hospital.
That is.
Now, we are all about family here, so I am not faulting that man at all for being where he needs to be.
Exactly.
So,
That's where he needs to be.
Yes, sir. He is where he needs to be. So, Albert and Jonny sponsored the episode today, and we're going to rep both their companies hard. Albert has he's got a shop down in Bellevue. He does some towing also, and then he's got hematoma fight wear. He's a man does a little bit of everything.
Yep.
I mean, they do house clean outs and things like that.
Yep.
They'll a little bit of everything. And then Jonny, you kind of we'll kind of back it up here. We'll start with kind of do this in life sequence here.
Nice.
When I met you, you were fighting at the time.
Yeah.
We'll start with what got you into fighting.
To be honest, man, since I was young, I was big time against bullies. That was my mentality. I had this interaction with a kid who was in recess. I got in trouble. I was on the wall. There's this little timeout wall, and everybody else gets to play and whatnot. And this one kid from our class, he was, he's kind of. He likes to pick on people, 100%. You know what I mean? So he's over there making fun of me, in trouble, and whatnot. And, he walks by and my foot is kind of out a little bit, you know what I mean? And he trips, you know what I'm saying? And gets up, and gets upset because he tore his pants, And so there was like a little decision to make. It's something about to happen, you know what I'm saying? Like this can escalate,
For sure.
Yeah. So now I was thinking in my head, man, I don't want to get any more trouble. You know what I'm saying? So I stood there, and I took a couple to the stomach, and then kind of what followed shortly after that, maybe the next few days transpiring and talking with my mom, she had told me, anybody ever touches you, you put hands back on them. You know what I mean? Don't matter if you get in trouble, So then it was like, oh, that was a click right there. Like, now I got to worry about getting in trouble. If somebody touches me, it's game over. You know what I mean? Yeah, most definite. So from then on, man, I took that approach with everything, and it didn't just stop at me. It was just those that are around me.
Right.
My mentality was, I see something happening. It's speak up. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how big the cat is,
right,
or what the situation was. I always felt like I had the power, man. Like the Lord's on my side. You know what I mean? So I make that decision and everything gets taken care of, you know what I mean? And I lived that motto, and then I seen bully beat down with Mayhem Miller. And I was like, man, how sweet would that be to be one of the MMA fighters to represent and get to smash on somebody's bully, I'm thinking, dude, that's awesome. You know what I mean? But that was never a possibility, you know what I'm saying? And then it came, started at Scotts Bluff, found an MMA gym, and I was like, well, maybe we'll give it a shot. This Mayhem Miller, that's impossible for me. You know what I mean? But I'm going to get some self-defense and learn properly, to defend myself. And, and then I kicked that down to my kiddos. You know what I mean? That was the biggest situation. Because bullies now, there's no short of that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It's only getting worse, I feel.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think Matt would agree with you on that too.
Oh yeah, we had a problem with the bullies at school where out in Oakland, and I have greenlit my children to fight back. We tried giving the school a chance to fix it, and at this point, if anybody touches you, like your mom gave you, it's on.
Yeah.
They've been struck. You don't go picking fights or looking for them or any of that. But if one comes to you, you better do your job.
Amen.
So do you guys? Do you teach your kids, and do you teach your kids to hit when hit? You have to strike back when hit, or do you teach them? Do you teach them to be on the offense? Like if somebody, if somebody's in your
Space.
Yeah, right. Well, I don't want to
In your
say
personal
space. I don't believe in safe space or any of that.
No,
bullshit.
personal space.
So, yeah, I mean, if somebody is going to be on the aggressive and coming, or just somebody's face to face, somebody's already in your, I guess I hate to say this, bubble, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Do you teach your kids to hit first, or do you teach your kids to hit with hit back?
See, in my generation, it's I'm silent for a reason. I'm not going to sit there and trade words with you.
Yeah.
I'll smash you right in your mouth 100%. You know what I mean? I teach my kiddos the opposite. I let them know that, they can use their words first. This is there's a disagreement we're having here. We can get down to the solution. Where's the problem at? I mean, is it mine? Is it me? Did I make the mistake? And then I ask my kids to, step up for that action. You know what I mean? Own to it. Okay, well, you brought this upon yourself. Accept that situation and move on.
So it's essentially, instilling de-escalation techniques first.
Big time.
Well, correct. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm sort of on the de-escalate. I don't really.
Of course, we don't want to put our kids in those situations, right?
No.
I don't want to. I don't want my kid to be the aggressor.
Yeah.
But I also don't want my kid to be. I
never
want my kid to not be ready. And if my kid, I feel like if somebody's violating, that if somebody's here, you're not going to be here for long. You know what I mean? Like we're just gonna. We're already to that level.
Right. Yeah, it's past it.
Let's just get it done.
Agreed.
And there's no fine line.
There's
They're so
no
gray
denying.
depending on situations,
Right,
like you said.
and I guess that's the only reason. That's what I'm asking. In our generation, we were growing up, we were taught to hit back. Don't let somebody, But is that really the case? Should we, if somebody's there, do we handle the business? I feel like you absolutely handle. You
100%.
you don't let somebody get that close. I mean, because if somebody's that close, man, they're already violating. They're already showing, some sort of aggressive manner. I'm just going to end it right there.
Yeah.
But in the back of my head, I'm like, how often does it really get to like a face-to-face yelling match? I mean, yes, it happens, but for two people to have that much restraint,
You'd be surprised, man.
That's an invitation for an ass whooping all day.
Right. Sure.
100%.
It's only usually in the car where people start trying to get crazy with me, but as soon as I get out, they're ready to drive away.
Oh yeah.
Well, we've had those situations growing up. Like both of us step out of the car. That was oh my gosh. Stop back in the car.
Oh yeah, we just look like a couple fat boys, but then when we get out, it's like, oh, they're tall and not terrible shape.
Right. You're gonna get your ass whooped, kid.
Yeah. So, but I don't teach my kids to throw that first punch either. I kind of have them, and maybe I don't know.
So
I see where you're coming from with that, but I don't know.
Right. I don't want my kid to be the victim, right? I don't want my kid to get hit first and then end up being the victim.
I mean,
if some kid or somebody, even as an adult, if you're going to be face to face with me, we're done talking. This is I'll throw the first blow. I don't give a shit. We're done.
I'm when it comes to that, and you're face to face, there is no point to try to talk a way out of that. That's some bullshit. It's going to happen. Get it over with.
Yeah.
I agree with both of them on that 100%. 100%. I think if the child, okay, Matt's kids are like Matt. They're big. Okay, they're big. They're like my nephews, so I'm going to say this. But for instance, Gage, he's not even 15 yet, is he?
No.
He's
6'4",
almost as tall as
he's
Dad.
down. He's down to 255, but 6'4", 255.
He's down to 255.
Yeah.
That's
Almost got him getting
my
it.
15-year-old. and him were babies together.
Yeah.
My son would be 3 years old. Matt's was a year and a half, 2 years old, bigger than my kid. It's always been that way. All his kids were that way. Matt's not. I mean, if like Matt's kids could be the bullies and back it up. You know what I'm saying? But they're not. None of them are. Matt's never been that way. The kids have never been that way. And like for his instance, for his school thing, is a bunch of bullshit. They're bigger kids. They don't want to hurt nobody. They're teddy bears, dude, for real. They really are.
I do see not wanting them to be the victim.
But,
I will say, taking that first punch taught me how to take a punch.
yes, but
So you
nowadays,
had to take the punch?
Yeah.
nowadays,
Right, because that's the way we were raised. Right?
You eat that first one and then you go to work.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
game over.
yeah, but my thought process is slightly different. If you see if they're coming towards you, or they're reacting, or they're coming at you, they're throwing fists, you can step aside, smash them. I'm all for that. That qualifies as first hit to me.
Yeah.
If they're coming at me swinging,
Yeah.
I react and I'm faster, then that's their fucking problem.
I mean, if somebody's approaching me at a rapid pace,
That's already
That's what I'm saying.
it's already
Yeah.
on.
I try to take that.
I'm talking about, you know,
Yeah.
your first-
But I'm trying. My kids, I try to teach them that too. You know, but you got to be able to realize when that when that line has been
Yeah,
crossed.
but at 6 and 7, do they have that?
no, they do not. No.
differentiation.
6 and 7.
So maybe
That's what I'm saying.
you know, when they get to the 10, 12, 14, I'm like, you know what, dude? Now you can kind of. I need you. You have aged a bit. Maybe
Right.
you can take a look at the situation and decide if you're going to take that poke
For
first
real.
or not.
Yeah. But see, one of these days, Big D, somebody's going to come at him and he's going to squash a motherfucker. He's going to squash him. And then nobody will fuck with Barrett because they got to fuck with his older brother. It'll be squashed already. That'll happen one day. It will. Or it might be Barrett.
Well, I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
growing up, people still messed with my little brother, and I got in fights over
Right.
it.
But it's just
So
you. I mean, to me, I just your kids are awesome. I love the kids, you know that, and I honestly I can't wait for the day that I think it'll be Diesel
Yeah.
puts the hammer down on somebody, and then that's it stops.
So we know the bullies got you into fighting. Obviously, it was a bit of a passion for you because I know you were upset when you couldn't fight any longer. And what happened there?
Yeah. Heck yeah. That was devastation, man. To be real, my passion for fighting, just getting better, 100%, man. That was a thought process every single day, feed information in where there's videos, a lot of training videos, a lot of what are these guys doing? If it's working for them cats, it's got to work for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then we just got to implement the work, every single day, man, every single day for, a good 7.5 years or so. And we started getting sick, early November. Just started with the sinus infection. It was one month after the September Fest, I believe. Come off of a win there. It was pretty sweet action. Get some
September Fest right down at the OFC, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
OFC.
Yeah.
Yep. That was it was the goal to become champion there too. I
Yeah.
became champion in Scottsdale, Nebraska, my hometown. Always the mission to go back home and smash and
course.
be the boss out
Always.
there, and
Always.
I got an awesome competitor, man. Guy was like a mini Brock Lesnar. His backstory was one of them bully type mentalities, 100%. Man, and it was a great humbling experience for him, 100%. Because I used the cage to let it out.
Right, of
I'm
course.
silent and reserved all day long, and I'll help you and give you the shit off my back. But when that cage closes, man, if I do get an opportunity, it's nasty.
The silent killer.
I left this guy on the canvas, probably about 10 minutes after the fight was over. It was just that bad. But leading up to the fight, leading up to the ending of fighting, you know what I mean? I got sick that November 1st, you know, roughly around that first at the beginning of November, sinus infection. And I started a demo porch renovation in CB. And I was working on that situation, removing the old deck and installing the new deck within a week, you know. Towards the end of that week, you know, I started to get a lot of you know, congestion in my chest, you know, and I went in and the doctor said, okay, well, now it's bronchitis, you know, and I was like, well, shit, man, I still got a siding job, you know, out in Iowa, I got to go and smash on over there. So I started that siding project. And then the end of that third week, now it's you know, aggressively went into ammonia action, you know, went back into the doctor, you know, and I'm losing weight through the month. You know what I mean? I just couldn't understand what the heck's going on. I lost a significant amount of weight, man. Probably about pretty close to 30 pounds, 28 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow. You're not exactly a big guy, so 30 pounds is
a lot. Yeah, so we went, you know, I walk around about 165, you know, and you know, 165, 170. And, you know, we're about 142, man. You know, around that time.
Super ill.
Yeah, man, I was Skeletor action going on. And, but leading up to that decision that we needed, you know, something was wrong. Now we're about a full month into this process, and I finished the siding job. You know, that last week was just hell, man.
I'm sure.
Like I get home, it's, you know, sweats and chills and, you know, coughing, continuously coughing, and I still have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, go put gas in the truck, and drive another hour and 10 minutes to the job site. You know, and just make it happen. But so I get done on that Wednesday, hang out Thursday, hang out Friday, getting worse, and then Saturday morning I get up out of bed and I lose control of my body, and I hit my head on the frame of the bed, you know, and you know, I'm telling with my wife a little bit, you know, she didn't hear anything, so I'm just like, I'm just gonna go shake it off. This is fine, you know. But I'm gonna take a shower. You know, I feel really drunk, a little dizzy, you know, and I'm like, what the hell's going on, you know? And so I tried shaking it off, and it was just double vision the whole time, you know. And like, this is not good, you know what I mean? I got to tell the wife something's wrong here, you know. And so I tell her we take off, and then within that first 24 hours being in the hospital, we did do scans. We have 4 masses on the right side of my brain, 1 mass in my right lung, and infection all in my heart, around the heart. The masses were on key spots in the body. You know, there's a mass that was pushing on the optical nerve action.
Yeah.
So my vision, and then a mass on my nerve, central nerve, right in the center there.
Yeah.
And then another on my memory, and then or like memory area in the back there, and then an area for like cognitive, vocal, and like movement, I guess. I mean, just key areas that would shut somebody down. And they're telling me that that's a wrap, you know, like, you know, your profession of construction, all this other stuff, forget about it. You know what I mean? Your fight right now is just to live, you know, to see what the heck's going on here, you know. So they got with the doctors to them, what do you call those? Went to the Methodists, and then, what is that other one that's there on? It's on 42nd. UNMC. So we started there, and then switched to Methodists about halfway to get with their infectious disease, you know. But like within the first 24 hours, man, you know, there was tops of biopsy in the brain and stuff like that, and but there's just too much swelling, you know. It was just a bad, shitty situation. So for over the next 18 days or so, it was a battle. You know, the first week was just to get back any type of movement. You know, just getting myself out of the bed. You know what I mean? You know, zero movement the first 24, and then 7 days. The mission was to get back to prime time. I had it in my head that like you're telling me, you know, I have these masses and all this stuff going on. You know, and and a doctor says last time he seen something like this was it was one visual mass in a person's brain in 20 years, and that dude died. We got four, and all I'm thinking in my head is I'm gonna smash out of this, and my fight coming back. This is gonna be epic. You know what I mean? My pro career. I've been waiting for this. It's just, and it never came, man. It was devastation. I had like this, workout podcast type situation, and then people that's associated with me, you know what I mean, been watching my mission, and I just upload videos every day and my workout, me trying to get my cognitive, movement and striking and just pushing myself, motivating myself, bro. 4:00 in the morning, in the hospital, just mentally preparing myself for getting out of this, and it just never. The doctor said that's a wrap. You know what I mean? The blessing is that we're here. And that was
right.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah,
100%. But you, as a fighter, had it in your heart, mind, everything that you was coming back to that fight. Honestly, bro, maybe that's what that motivation for that is what got you to where you're at now.
Right.
You know what I mean, bro? You could have been one of us laying in the hospital with low standards, like I just want to walk again. You know what I mean, bro? So I mean, honestly, if you look at it, it was inside you to make the comeback that you have. They were talking your career, forget that. But look at you, man. I mean, you just went to like Minnesota or something and did a roof job in a couple of days, didn't you? I mean, look at you.
Yeah,
that's what's up. It's the fighter in you, I believe, that pushed you to that recovery.
What is that? It's not the size of the dog; it's the size of the heart of the dog.
That was a little rough.
Yeah.
But
I ain't gonna lie.
It's not the size of the dog, but it's the size of the fight in the dog.
I was gonna give it a shot, but I don't want to sound like that.
I done fucked it up. So.
No, we get it.
I gave you the hillbilly version. Sorry about that.
That's all right. We appreciate
what you're trying to say.
Get the Arkansas version.
Arkansas.
Dude, I'm from Missouri. Fuck off.
So now you have children. How many children do you have?
I have 7 with my wife.
Wow.
How many?
7.
Yeah, that's cool.
Congratulations, man.
So just so you guys can understand the need, just so you guys can understand the need to get up for work.
Yes, fuck your feelings.
It's
exactly,
and that's exactly what I was saying.
Hang on one second. As a man, it is our job to get up for work and make sure things happen.
Absolutely.
And we will push ourselves to death for our families.
Amen.
Yeah, absolutely. And great example of that. Worked through it, fought through it. They told you weren't going to do, your business anymore, your occupation. But the fighter in you came through.
Most definitely.
You're successful today. So
yeah, the will to not be shut down was the mentality, bro. I have obviously there's a lot of little lives that are looking up to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And
a lot of people count on you, man.
Sir.
Even the whole fighting career that was a sacrifice in itself. We get injured, now we can't work, can't support.
Right.
So after this situation, the mentality for hungerness was just that much more. So I was splitting, work, my work career, and then nighttime, MMA, so pursuing some type of future passion, or a paycheck eventually. That was the mentality.
For sure.
Well, now that door's closed, now it's 100% right here.
Yes, sir.
Boom.
You just had to change your focus.
The construction company all day, man. That's 14, 16-hour days. No, is not uncommon.
I've seen a ton of your videos of your work and stuff like that. You do an amazing job. I know you've been out to do a bid on my bathroom and stuff like that. And as soon as I quit being poor, I'll get you out there.
This is one that GameStop money, bro.
Yeah, I just, I am kind of living on some savings and stuff like that right now, trying to get this going a little bit. I'm driving a little to keep the paycheck coming, but again, it's sacrifices for a goal, and
yes, sir.
And so I completely get the drive inside you. I wish I had the fighter mentality that you did sometimes. Maybe I wouldn't be so chubby and but now your Facebook, you always have some super positive shit to say. I feel like more people need to hear your stuff sometimes. And I don't know, man, where do you draw it from? Where do you, like this sounds stupid, but where do you wake up every day ready to kick ass? Because some people need to figure out where we're getting that, because I don't get up every day ready to kick ass.
I used to for a while, man. He almost didn't get a chance to kick ass. So
Right.
now,
That's it, man.
That's it.
It's the Lord, bro. If you think about just, if you can put it in like less than a sentence, you open your eyes that morning, the Lord gave you an opportunity.
Love it.
Another saying, there's this guy says, say if I offer you $10 million tomorrow or today,
Right.
Would you take it? The guy says, yeah, man, sure. He's like, I'll take it. Yeah. But there's a catch. You can't wake up tomorrow. And then now the guy says, oh, whoa, man. No, I won't take it. So now you see your life is worth more than $10 million. So how are you going to wake up tomorrow? That's wake up, man. If you do get the chance to wake up and understand you got all your limbs, or even if you don't, what I mean? It's a blessing,
Yeah.
So whatever it is you have in your thought, in your mentality, chase it, because you got 24 hours, bro, until,
Right.
Yeah.
and anything can happen. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
And
I look, as a follower of yours, I look forward to your messages, so keep them coming, bro. There are days where your words keep me moving too. So I do appreciate that. Keep those messages coming.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
They will, 100%. As long as the Lord gives you another day, for sure, man. There's inspiration somewhere, man. I feel it, man. And I know I got moved. I know others are going to get moved by it. You know what I mean? And that's the only thing that separates us from anything, is that little bit of knowledge, or however it comes, in the word of a book, a word vocalized from a friend or something. Just that's what separates you from anything, man. It's just the knowledge, bro. From a pro to a DIYer, knowledge, everything.
The willingness.
A pro football player, knowledge. You got to learn the steps, man. Everything comes in steps.
I was hoping you'd have some grand wisdom on not having to almost die first before being that happy in the morning.
Yeah, man. That's life.
Well.
It's that simple, man. If you got it, don't waste it, man. Forget about all that negative action. Give it a platform. Whatever happens in life, man, give it a platform. Give it its 5-10 minutes of glory and soak in it and accept it. You know what I mean? And then put it on the damn shelf in the brain, bro, and move on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not going to do you anything by you pondering it. It's going to help you change your mind to more negative situations. It's just
100%. I mean, that used to be
practice it more.
That used to be my life, was negativity. It was every morning waking up, upset at just where I was in life and everything. And honestly, man, trying to make the change to be positive and not let the negative things bring me down has brought me a long ways. It really has. I wish I could find the way to wake up and be positive every morning, and and maybe someday it'll get there. But
hopefully you learn from this, right? Hopefully you have to go through something.
Just have to. I don't have to almost die.
Right.
Yeah, 100%.
Appreciate.
I mean, right now there's a couple of us in the room that we're thankful both of y'all are here, because y'all been through some shit.
Yeah, for sure.
So, that's the crazy thing. So not only do you have the home remodeling, you also are a barber. I saw you got your license a couple weeks, so maybe it's been a month or so ago on Facebook. I saw your celebration of it.
Yeah, no, that's so I got my license 3 years ago, and I just renewed again. It's a renewal situation. But my plans getting pretty close, man. I'm going to be opening up a barbershop in South Omaha.
That's
With a really great buddy of mine, family. You know what I mean? can't release information action on that, until it happens. You know what I mean? Until we open them doors. You know what I mean? And
Steve lives in South Omaha. Nancy, who you met on the way in, she's from South Omaha, and so that is kind of a favorite spot of the studio is the South Omaha area. I'm sure Steve. He don't exactly got hair, but maybe you could get somebody to line up.
Listen, I go get lined.
Definitely needs his beard trimmed.
Twice a week, not twice a week. Every 2 weeks, every 2-3 weeks, I go get lined up.
There's nothing wrong, man, with some self groom action. You know, what I mean, you guys feel good about yourself. You guys are kings too.
That's an easy step to do.
Job. I gotta look. I gotta look the part. I can't go in there with the.
You are probably one of the more professional people in here. You gotta actually do that. Yeah. I mean, I'm in a truck. Nobody cares what I look like.
Everybody has their own ways of making the money. They just make it a different way.
Yeah, Danny works in the dark.
People, I gotta look the part, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yep. I do wish I had I got a guy, but his hours are weird.
10.
No, it's Danny.
Yeah.
All right, this is a shout out to Danny. He's got a shop on 108.
Right.
Old Rockbrook there. I think it's McBride's, but the dude can cut a beard like nobody's business. But
we'll give you a shot.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
I'm a Southdale cat, so
man. Yeah, it's
his schedule is hard to get into, so it's we need somebody else that's good at it.
Yeah, it's the thought process is it's not going to be open, like a walk-in process,
Don't use
24/7 or something. It's going to be secluded, isolated, custom hours. Just how would you say, focused around the business owner. You know what I mean, and the hours that are not the working hours.
That are
available. What I mean? So 7 to 3 a.m. type of action. 7 p.m.
How
3 a.m.
Yeah, you get off work.
Well, I get off of work. I get off of work at 7, 8 o'clock at night, right?
Yeah.
And, maybe 9, and then I got nowhere I can go. Everybody's closed. I'm available on Wednesdays and Sundays, right?
And you're here,
right? But I'm here, so I can't make that 10:30 appointment. I can't. I can maybe get there 3:30 in the afternoon, But is he going to be there? Is it? So it's good to have those different. If what you're talking about is doing some off hours type stuff, I mean that's awesome. So,
yeah, the idea. I mean, it's
in the idea. I don't know about how far you are, but
bro. Just the idea. I mean, look, this was an idea.
Yeah.
This wasn't. I mean, I wasn't even ever really going to put this on the internet at first. It was just going to be us sitting down, talking shit, recording it. Yeah. Just because it was, you always missed the good shit when you were a kid. So let's try to get some dumb moments now, and then it was maybe we should put it on YouTube. And
if they had those 360 cameras when we were. When we were 20,
I had one of my fucking big wheel and shit.
Well, conversations. I mean, I'm glad we grew up when we did because not everything's on camera.
Well, Uncle Sam would have been coming after us for the dice games,
right?
Sure. Yeah.
I would leave that one alone too.
But in jail in some capacity.
Yeah, right. So, the barbershop is hopefully a future project deal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
almost complete.
Oh, I love to hear that.
We're pretty close, man. I mean, I would say within a month, would be ideal for some type of opening. I'm almost done with the construction, the renovation of them 2 units. It's gonna be, gentleman's barbershop, guys.
I love that.
The mentality is, you come in, man. This is your safe zone, for the men out there. You know what I mean?
Right.
And ladies, and it's I could do custom, some hair. For those that I know, Karen out there,
Yeah, if you got shout outs, bro,
you're probably going to be the only one. No. But yeah, it's gentleman barbershop, guys. You know what I mean? And it's going to cater to, to the beard shaving, gentleman's barber, gentleman's cut. That's going to be my ace. That's my go-to for sure. Scalpel massage therapy, You know, like we're thinking about maybe offering a cognac or some type of a bourbon, maybe the liquor license. You know, a good cigar.
Sounds like my kind of place.
Steve.
Seems like you got membership.
Steve's
like,
totally right.
can I buy a chair?
I'll be handing out.
Steve's like, can I buy a chair and just put my fucking name on it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
Bro,
it. That's
man, amazing idea, dude. I love that.
No, it is.
Because it's you look at Steve's already ready to go. Like, give him a whiskey and a haircut, and he's down.
He's like, you'll piss him off to a gross man, so he got something to cut.
I mean, I might pay for the scalp massage too.
I'm
like,
just
I
glad I'm
ain't
not
never
gonna be
had
giving
that.
it.
I'm trying to
That's
do
the scalp
that.
massage of my life.
Yeah, let's go.
yeah, no, it's definitely, man, just self grooming is prime time. You know what I mean?
About to find out.
Kind of like women
Never-
going to get their hair done.
Never
Yeah,
pampered myself. If
You
you
feel
know.
good when you take care of yourself.
Yeah, bro. It's an immediate change, man. You know,
When I was doing security for that Max dude, I was down in Phoenix with him one time, and he was like, "Oh man, let's get your hair done and your beard and all that." And he paid for it. It was nice to have the whole straight edge. I got a mole on my head. It's a little bit of a bitch to do the whole bald thing like y'all, but yeah, that was nice, man, to have the whole thing done and like the hot towel and all that. So
It's a different service.
yeah.
But you pay for it, right?
Yeah. Well, he paid for it.
Well,
but
no,
yeah.
I'm just saying, like if you enjoy your experience, and that's the way you want to be treated, you're gonna pay for that. I'm not gonna go to, I'm not gonna go to,
Cost cutters.
Yeah, to go get my beard done. That's never gonna work, right? You gotta know somebody. I mean, I love going and getting the hot towel service and going and getting the all that shit. They've never offered scalp massages. Not that I know that I'm gonna pay for it. You know what I mean? But like, do I feel like I don't know?
yeah. You'd be surprised, man. There's a lot of tension in the scalp. You know.
Yeah, and I guess if it's a thing that's offered, maybe I pay for it. I didn't know that was even a thing.
See, with the membership,
It's probably something
either
the
me or
ladies
my
get.
partner, yeah, it's you get the full service. You know what I mean? And it's twice a month type of situation, and,
Right.
and that's all the amenities. You know what I mean? It's not a single cut for $45. You know, or a beard service for 15. You get all that action. That's up to you. You know what I mean? You that's your time frame. Either it's an hour or 2 hour chopping block, and and then let's make some magic happen. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
So
And
good.
Yeah,
Get out
it's
there
like
and
the
get you
spa for a dude.
Right. Are you looking to structure it so like you're only doing memberships? Like, that's the path, you know what I mean? So you're
Yeah.
not doing one-offs and stuff?
yeah, see,
That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah,
concept.
memberships would be ideal.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I want to go.
Right.
Build that solid base clientele.
Yeah.
And then the exclusivity.
Yeah, bro.
There
Yeah.
you go.
No.
We all know what you're saying.
Yeah.
We know.
That's kind of what I'm gonna go for, bro. This is our little spot in the world. You know what I'm saying? And we want to take care of our people, man.
Bro, it sounds like an oasis. I love it.
Right.
When you get that going, you let us know, and we're gonna shout that out.
Most definitely, man.
I'll be.
That sounds
I mean,
awesome.
I actually, when, like I said, it's tough to with schedule. So if you're offering those different hours and
Yeah.
that, let us know.
Most
I mean, obviously
definitely,
we'll get it in, and hopefully people that are hearing this, hopefully they
tune in for the
absolutely,
future.
absolutely tap in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Steve's got his own following, so you get that dude in, they'll just follow him.
Nice.
I do know a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody that's who's been to a barber shop, they know that feeling, that especially that relationship you build with your barber, that's your guy, man. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna look out for you.
My barber recently left his location, which I had a dedication to the owner of that barber shop because he was a good friend of mine from a long time ago. Well, he left, then he moved me over to this guy. This guy just went out and started his own, so now I go to his. And, you find that person that does it just the way you want, and you stick with it.
Well, and sometimes you get the barbers that talk too much or don't say a word, or it's
Show up on time.
Sitting there's real awkward. I hate that feeling.
You set the appointment, at 10:30. You sit here at 10:45. Like, where the fuck is this guy at?
Yeah.
I got shit to do, man. I can't.
when you find your guy, man, I encourage you to stay loyal. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
He's gonna take care of you 100%. You know what I'm saying? He's your therapist. You know, on top of that, you know, a lot of us, the bravado action. My wife tells me all the time, you know, hey, you need to, you know, go see a therapist. You know, just
I just gotta go to the barbershop.
Well, come here. Just start
I am
showing
a
up on.
therapist.
Just start showing up on Wednesdays, dude. You'll settle in.
Oh man, it's you know, there's something about an environment that you can speak your mind. You know, it's not like your partner's
Right.
gonna go right to a podcast action like, hey, well, man, it's this client this week. You know, this is what he was doing. This is his name. This is,
You know, the cool thing kind of about this is that, you know, before we even do the show, we're hanging out here for, you know, an hour, 30,
Yeah.
you know, before we do the show. So we probably talk a little more than we should, you know, before we get started. But it's kind of cool just to sit down with a couple of people and you know, let your thoughts go. And
Yeah.
that's kind of what this show is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
it's
awesome.
just us chopping it up, trying to figure
Same
out where we're
atmosphere,
screwing up with our kids or where we feel like we're doing right and trying to give somebody some kind of edge in raising the kids or in life, you know, and
Not even that, man. Not even just, you know, trying to give somebody the edge. I like just coming to bullshit and letting
Yeah.
go some steam that I had. Where, you know, not necessarily looking out, and I'm not trying to be whatever, not looking out for the next guy, but I just like sharing some life experiences with you guys, you know, and seeing, or, you know, just bullshitting, right?
Yeah.
And we
That's-
you know, we get a couple guests on here and just
Chop
chop
it
it
up.
up, man.
it's definitely been fun. It's definitely been fun.
That's definitely the barbershop environment as well. Yep, 100%, guys.
Yeah.
It's relaxed, man. It's not you're not going in there to impress anybody.
No, absolutely not.
You know,
Absolutely.
it's be another entity in the room. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I love the barbershop idea. I love your inspirational things in the morning, and sometimes it's even at night. You know, when you were on the roof in Iowa talking about stripping it off, and you weren't quite going to make the timeline you thought. You know, you're still positive when things are bad. So I mean, I appreciate that for my soul because you're always going, dude, and it makes me want to be a little better, and you know.
That's cool, man.
Stop looking at the negative sides of things. Look at this dude's stripping roofs in Minnesota, you know, and
Yeah.
just before dark. I could be doing way worse. Like it, you know, I'm home with the family instead of out working and you know. But bro, yeah, I'll take one more. Hand claps to you for getting out there for your family and really
Appreciate
just
that.
making every damn thing happen. I mean, from the business to the barbershop and, you know, setting the example for your children as far as in the fighting prior, you know, is just
Yeah.
putting your soul into it and wanting to protect yourself and your children and other kids kind of through your wiping bullies off the map type of deal. You know what I mean? I love everything you do, sir. So stay you. And you're gonna go far.
Oh, yeah.
I I know it.
It's the mission. If the Lord wills it, 100%. No, man, Albert, man, that guy, he's come through. And he's been a big part of my whole process too out here. You know, in
I
the
mean,
back.
I seen your truck in the shop a couple times getting
Yeah.
worked on, and
Yeah, he's
I
got
might have even towed it once or twice
Yeah.
myself. You know, just
the
so
Honda.
he does. He'll keep you going. He's willing to work with you if he needs to, and fantastic guy. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better boss, and he worked with the schedule I needed, and you know, and when I had my back surgery, that's really the only reason I'm not there today is that back surgery opened up my eyes to what I was missing at home.
Nice.
So I decided I was going to sell what I had to sell, and as far as, you know, stocks and whatever else, and I was going to put myself in a position where I could try to enjoy my kids through the summer. Probably going to have to find a way to work a little more this fall, but
It's worth it.
yeah, 100%, man. It
Worth
took
it,
me
buddy.
having a back surgery to realize how much I was screwing up at home. You know, my kids were missing me. Wife was overrun. You know what I mean? They were running around on her. She you know, she's postpartum, and and whatever else. You know what I mean? She was just getting worked.
Yeah.
And I was able to see what I was doing and changed life.
I had a friend of mine. The other day. I didn't realize, that, raising his kids. He's a union worker, right? This guy, every summer for the last 16 years, has taken the summer off just to be home with his kids.
Nice.
I mean, what a
That's awesome.
It's awesome for him to be in that position to be able to do that.
Mhm.
And that, think about all the quality time he got with his kids.
Right.
Through the whole summer. I mean, waking up every morning through the summer with your kids while they're off of work or they're off of school. You're off of work and just get that quality
one-on-one
time.
interaction.
I mean, that's 100% living for your kids, man.
Bro, people don't get that
100%.
anymore.
Well, I didn't know.
I never even
should
heard of
have.
anybody ever doing that.
Yeah.
And
Aside from teachers who get the summers off, something like that.
Well, honestly, when have you ever seen anybody be? I mean, obviously, we're out there working. We got to get the money. When have you ever seen anybody? I didn't have that example. That
None of us did.
it was just always chasing a bag for me, always finding a way to support. It wasn't about what the actual raising them. Like, yeah, the money's important, but like I didn't know how important sitting at home was and like doing the things. Like it,
Huge.
yeah.
Huge.
7 kids, man. So age range, where you at?
What's that?
Age range.
Your kids, age range?
Yeah. 14, 11, 9, 6, 3, 2, and 7 months.
Zero.
Just fucking with that.
Bro, my son just turned 1 July 3rd, and I got from 1 to 14. I got 4 of them, but yeah, it's so I am in your shoes, sir. Not
Yeah.
with as many,
Yeah,
but age range wise.
6 girls, 1 boy.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Bro, there's nothing
Where did you end up with the boy?
In the middle.
Okay,
in the middle.
Yeah.
okay. So
See,
it
you're
wasn't
only
like,
one shot away.
see,
You're only one shot away.
bro, I was chasing a daughter, and it wasn't. It obviously hadn't worked out because I ended up with 4 boys, and then I got my vasectomy because I ran out of room in the house.
See.
So
There's nothing like that father daughter bond. But you guys know that. You guys see me here with
Yeah,
Faith.
absolutely.
Faith does a lot of stuff for us. So there's nothing that father daughter bond.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, granted, the father son bond is something too.
Something strong. For sure.
It's super strong.
yeah,
But I feel like
yeah, I'll probably, we've talked about maybe when we get the house remodeled and expanded a little bit.
you're gonna go
maybe-
get unsnipped.
No, sir. That
Adoption.
doesn't. That's an option, but it's not. Okay, we talked about maybe adopting somebody.
Oh, cool.
Adopting somebody.
Giving somebody else that opportunity, right?
Yeah, well, bro,
Yeah.
I mean, look,
So
if you look at all the kids that are honestly going through some real bullshit,
no, right. I
in
mean,
life,
giving that kid that
100%,
absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
If you have the ability
Why not?
to yeah,
Just really this whole show, man. If you
Like,
have,
yeah,
if you
if-
can, why
if you
wouldn't?
take a look at the world and like what some of these kids go through, bro. You and I went through some shit, but we really didn't go through some shit.
Right.
Yeah. Unreal.
You know what I mean? Like there's
These
like we
kids have been
did.
through worse, right?
Yeah.
Not to say not to downplay what.
Yeah, no, I understand, but like I mean,
no, for
you know,
sure.
mom wasn't smoking crack and shit. Like it so I'm let me try to find somebody that is
I hope
needs that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I hope that if that opportunity arises, man, I hope you guys take advantage of that, and for the kid too.
Yeah, it's just time will tell.
Absolutely.
Getting the house a little bigger and
Get some more of that GameStop type money.
yeah. I haven't been playing enough in the stock market. I need to. I got a little bit, like some SoFi or something, but I haven't been.
Day trader over here.
Yeah, I haven't been playing like I used to. But so we're kind of getting to the end of the show here, Johnny. I'm gonna call on you. What you got? Any positive shit to say one more time today?
Positive. I tell you what, man. Again, everything stems back down to you have one life to live, and every minute that goes by, man, is a minute that you could have invested in yourself. 100%. I know we're all programmed from a young age, man, to tend to be there for others. You know what I mean, and we try to mold ourselves around other people's lives, to help them out and be this, be that. You know what I'm saying? And throughout the years, man, you're only going to be met with one thing, man, and that's being let down. Stop focusing on other people and start focusing on yourself and invest in yourself. That is the biggest win you will ever have in life. 100% is focusing on yourself, big time.
So, Johnny,
That's a powerful message.
I came from an abusive family, and my dad wasn't real cool. Sir, didn't ever have the self confidence. I was, Dad told me I was too dumb, too whatever, too big, too fat, all that shit. And I never had the self confidence in myself. And doing this and putting this together, and it has really made me realize how much sooner I should have bet on myself.
Big time.
It's been crazy. I mean,
It's an eye opener.
Rob and I are making things happen. We here this coming Friday, or it'll be this Friday, because tomorrow will be Monday.
Right.
So it'll be Friday. We have Rodney Smith Jr. coming in to sit down with us. I mean, like, we've had Nick Allen in. We've had this was just an idea to have fun with my friends, and it's really become a thing. And
Yeah.
Rodney's coming in. I don't know if you know anything about the man, but he travels the United States. Initially, he started mowing lawns for elderly and disabled people and veterans and things like that. And it spawned into a challenge for all the children in all 50 states to mow a lawn for, the same category type of people. And if they do 50 yards, he gives them a shirt for every 10 yards he does. But when he gets to 50, he brings them a lawnmower, a weed eater, and a blower.
Raising men.
Raising young men and women lawn care.
Awesome,
That's the name of his thing.
And it's a challenge all across the U.S. I think he got it
it.
written down here, bro. He's got something like 1,300 kids.
Such a crazy.
Oh, that's an epic movement.
Absolutely.
Oh, I was wrong.
He's got 5,100.
3,211 kids currently participating in the program.
That's pretty sweet.
And he's going to come sit down with us, and we're going to do an interview with him, and we've actually collected some safety glasses and some earplugs and some gloves to send down the road with him.
Nice.
from like Tractor Supply and Baumgars, and we're hoping Fastenal comes through here. We'll find out in the next couple days, but huge stuff. I never predicted that this would go this way or be what it has become, and it was all I should have bet on myself a long time ago.
Yeah. Amen, bro. It's a win, bro. It's the biggest win for you in life. Focusing on yourself, benefiting, putting all that work into yourself, my dude. And then and the crazy part about it is that when you're able to do that and you realize that and you make that switch, all those people that you were worried about, like supporting and stuff like that, that all gets taken care of, man.
Right.
To the maximum. It's
Absolutely.
incredible.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's been yesterday we spent all day running around collecting some donations and stuff like that. But I just going in and talking to the people and kind of spreading this dude's message. Like, I wasn't really a get out there and get after it kind of person, But everything has changed. Just betting on myself and realizing what I really had inside me, and not listening to the thoughts of my father or any of the bullies or whatever else it was. Like, I should have got out of my own head a long time ago and really dug in. We could have been on show 300 and 317.
What we're doing is we're on show, what is this, 17?
Yeah.
We're on show 17. We're starting now, and
It's just part of the story.
The future.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just be part of your story.
Yeah, you guys are doing great, man. Like I said, 100%. This is a pretty sweet opportunity to sit down and conversate with you guys, and in any platform, if you get an opportunity, what I mean, to just let the people know, life is not meant to be wasted. You know, guys. You know, take a hold of it. You only have one. It's
Yeah.
that simple.
You do only have one, and it could be.
End it on that note.
Yeah.
You only get one.
Yes, sir. Well, you fellas, let's have a great week and a blessed rest of the month. Fuck it.
Absolutely.
Man.
Yeah, rest of your life.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks
you, Johnny.
again for coming, Johnny. Albert, we're sorry we missed you, bud. We love everything you do, bud.
Amen. Albert, you're the man, Brody.
Yes, sir.
Love
You
you, man.
kept all of us going once or twice.
I want to do one last shout out for Elevated Heights, A&N
Yes, sir.
Enterprises.
Yeah, A&N Enterprises, Hematoma, Elevated Heights. Hopefully, we got that barber shop coming soon.
They are both.
We know we got that coming soon. You let us know, boss.
Most definitely.
All right, babe.
That was a good one.